The Earth is officially classified as an oblate spheroid, meaning that it's bulging at the equator and it's flattened out at the poles.
Earth, throughout its life, even when it formed, it was spinning, and it got a little wider at the equator than it does at the poles. So it's not actually a sphere, it's oblate, and officially it's an oblate spheroid. That's what we call it. But not only that, it's slightly wider below the equator than above the equator.
A little chubbier.
A little chubbier.
Yeah.
Chubby's a good way. It's like pear-shaped.
Apparently it's a pear-shaped oblate spheroid. Sounds fine to me, but there seems to be issues when NASA puts out images of the Earth.
They're always perfect spheres, and some of these are claimed to be single shots. Not only that, but the images that NASA gives us are never really consistent. Here's 3 separate NASA images of the Earth, and North America is a different size on each one.
Come to find out that NASA photoshops their images using CGI composites. Here is a picture of the Bolivian salt flats. This is over 4,000 square miles and is called the world's biggest mirror. This place is so flat that it defies the curvature of the Earth. There are many instances of people documenting the non-existence of curvature. These are just a couple of my favourites. Another way we know that curvature doesn't exist is because of amateur balloons. This one reached a height of 121,000 feet, and you'll notice that the horizon is at eye level. This is inconsistent with a sphere, as you would have to look down to see the horizon as you ascended.
Let's watch another high-altitude balloon. It's always flat when you're not using a fisheye lens on the camera.
Cameras with fisheye lenses force a curve onto the image.
This is why we saw curvature in the Felix Baumgartner Red Bull jump.
It's a fisheye lens, because a normal lens would have shown a flat horizontal horizon like we saw in the video at 121,000 feet.
See, Felix Baumgartner's jump was from 128,000 feet, so that's only a 7,000 foot difference. There wouldn't be that drastic of a curve change from no curve to a bunch of curve. See, and a fisheye just makes everything look round, so behind Felix Baumgartner, it's nothing but New Mexico. And I'm pretty sure half the Earth, or, 75% of the Earth isn't covered by New Mexico. So a popular belief that is constantly used as proof for the globe is boats disappearing behind the horizon. But this is actually just an optical illusion. Humans can only see so far. But with super zoom cameras like the Nikon P900, or even just a telescope or some binoculars, you can bring back ships and boats that have appeared to go over the supposed curve of the Earth.
It wasn't all that long ago that everyone knew with certainty that the Earth was flat and motionless. They also knew that we are enclosed by the firmament and that we have a local sun and moon that circle above us. You see the sun and the moon inside the firmament in most of these depictions. So is there any credence to this idea?
The answer is yes. There are many times, just like this, when the sun shows us how close it actually is. Many people admire the beauty of the scene like this, but they never stop and think about what we are seeing. And what we are seeing are sun rays that are telling our eyes that the sun is local. All you have to do is trace the rays back to the source.
The sun is right here with us, right above us. This happens all the time. All you have to do is pay attention and think about it logically. Does it look like it's 93 million miles away? The answer is no. It seems as if it's rising and setting, but it's just coming and going. It's the sun as well as the moon that do the moving across the sky. The Earth is not moving whatsoever. Also, you see here that the sun does, in fact, shrink as it gets further away, but only if the atmospheric conditions are right. When it's really humid, the sun gets magnified. When it's dry out, you pretty much see the sun for its true size as it comes and goes. We have the known countries and continents in the middle, surrounded by Antarctica, which is not a continent but a perimeter of ice.
Now, we don't know for sure if this map is accurate, but I personally believe there is something to all of this.
If you research Operation High Jump and Operation Deep Freeze, you'll see that a lot was going on in Antarctica during the 1940s and 50s. Admiral Richard E. Byrd was leading numerous expeditions there.
Conveniently enough, in 1959, the Antarctic Treaty was established, just 1 year after NASA was created.
And the treaty puts Antarctica off limits to normal people. You can only go if you and your reasons are approved by the proper authorities. Another way you may be able to go is on a guided tour. Why is it that the countries of the world are constantly at war with each other, but they will all adhere to the Antarctic Treaty without any issues?
Well, that's because all the world is a stage.